إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Beloved brothers and sisters and friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and blessings of God Almighty be with all of you. On behalf of the NIA Imagine Community Center, we welcome you to this evening's program, Preparing for Ramadan. Reminders and ways to create a special Ramadan at home, tips and advice, which will be by myself, Brother Ashraf Latif, Amir and President of the National Islamic Association, the NIA Imagine Community Center, and our beloved Imam, Imam Dawood Haq. So inshallah, thank you very much for joining us, and I hope and pray by the grace of Allah, all is well with everyone. During these times of difficulty and tests, I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to bless us with strong iman and good health. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from the challenges that we currently face. So once again, and I know many of our brothers and sisters are having a lot of challenges with the coronavirus, and many are indeed very sick, and many are in hospital also. And I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant tremendous patience to the family during this very difficult time. As you know, it's a time when our loved ones, we're not able to be with them. So I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to bless all of us with tremendous patience. In fact, each and every one of us knows someone who's probably in the hospital. Also, as we know, there are many of our members have passed away. Just like many communities, it is a very big challenge, and but inshallah, together we'll get through this. This is a big test, but we will find the strength, and we'll find the iman that lies within our hearts to create to bring the sabr that over the years we have developed throughout all of our education, all of our prayers. We've developed this, and now inshallah we will go deep within our hearts and find this ability to have this sabr, the sweet and beautiful patience that is described in many parts of the Quran and in the Hadith. And these last couple of days, we lost two beloved individuals. One is our brother Arif Prayitno. Our brother, who I remember him going to Hajj the last Hajj season. He's a very wonderful brother. He's always at the masjid. And also our beloved sister, Amula Fazila Bakos, very well known from a very well known family, and they're very attached to the masjid. She, as you know, is the cousin of our members, Sister Deborah and Brother Ray. They're a big family in our community, and we pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shower upon them His mercy and forgiveness, and grant them the status of Shaheed, and grant them eternal rest in Jannatul Firdaus. But these are challenges that, as a community, inshallah, we will face bravely, and together we will come together and support one another, and inshallah, we will come out of this stronger than ever we have been. So, inshallah, once again, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all of you who are not well. I know there's so many folks all around the country, not only within our community, within our state, but all over the country, all over the world, who are having a very difficult time. In fact, the anxiety is also coming on in us. So inshallah, I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all of us. As we know, we are preparing for the great month of Ramadan, and that's the topic of today. And alhamdulillah, our community has made a very special effort, and I'm so proud of the brothers and sisters and the volunteers of the NIA Imagine Community Center, because during this time of challenge, they have all stepped up in a big way. Our youngsters, our youths, our older brothers and sisters, in fact, the entire team, the education department, the Corona support task force that was set up to deal with a lot of the support to all the members and so on. It was just amazing. So everyone has stepped up in a big way, and we are so proud of all the brothers and sisters. And inshallah, together, we'll be creating a wonderful experience, Ramadan experience. So even though we might be locked at home, inshallah, there's this opportunity for us to have the best Ramadan ever. So I just wanted to touch on a couple of other things as we proceed. As you know, inshallah, Ramadan will begin on Thursday evening. Will be the first Salatul Tarawih, and then inshallah the first day of fasting will be on Friday. So inshallah we have Yomul Jumu'ah to begin our fasting, and inshallah Sheikh Dawood will talk a little bit more about that later on in the program. Also, I just want to remind all of us, I'm sure you already know, that the masjid will be closed. And obviously because of the circumstances. And again, Sheikh Dawood will touch on the point of, even though the masjid is closed, how we can have one of the best Ramadan experience ever. One of the things which I want to talk to you about is that much of the experience, the Ramadan experience, we will have together as an NIA community or from the NIA community will be through live shows and also through our social media. So I need for all of us to know about the niamasjid.org, where you can be able to view our programs live. Also, I would like all of you to subscribe to our social media and stay informed. You can go to facebook.com/NIA Masjid. That's one. Also on youtube.com/NIA Masjid, or on instagram.com/NIA Masjid. So this is a general opening remarks. What we'll do, I'm going to have, inshallah, Sister Salma, who is one of the sisters, the stalwarts in our community, spearheading the social media team. She will join us now and give a little virtual tour of our website and some of the social media things that we have. So, Sister Salma.
Welcome. Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna hide you for a little bit. We're gonna do something where we share a screen. Let me just make sure this is centered. Okay. I'm gonna share my screen with everyone so they can get an idea of what the website looks like. Alhamdulillah, we were able to update the website and get a lot of really cool programs together for everyone. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show in the screen what the website looks like right now. All right, so this is what the Masjid website looks like. All right, so on the front page, you can see that we have a couple tabs open. We have Ramadan 2020, About Us, the Janaza, online programs, and the Contact Us. Right here in the front and center is where you're gonna get your weekly updates. Everything is really easy to click on. Anything that you see an underline under is something where you can click through and watch it immediately. You're gonna find all of your Ramadan programming under Ramadan 2020. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Ramadan 2020 right here. Under Ramadan 2020, you can see we have the prayer chart. And as I scroll down, you can see we have like the du'as in the prayer chart. And then as we go even further down, there's a download here. And then we have the different graphics for the Ramadan schedule, which Brother Ashraf will go over. And these graphics will be updated throughout the week. We'll release weekly graphics as well. And this is great because you guys can share them with everyone, and all the information for all of the Ramadan programming will be able to be found on this page. So, you know, like the Zoom halaqah that we'll be having for sisters only, there will be a link here when we start so everyone can be able to follow along. Then if we head back up to the top of the page, you can click on Janaza. Here's where you can click to find all of the information about janazas, how to submit information about family, what the procedures are now that we're in the middle of a pandemic. There's different procedures now. So everything's like a click through. And then if you click on online programs here at the top, you will have a link right into our YouTube and our Facebook. So all live streams will now be managed through YouTube and Facebook. We encourage everyone to please subscribe to the YouTube. I will show you on YouTube what we can do to make sure you're not missing any notifications, right? So at the bottom here, we have a community updates in a playlist. We have some daily nasiha, but these will also be updated later on as more programs get developed. So I'm going to click here to follow on YouTube just so you guys can get an idea of what that looks like. And what you want to make sure you do is when you get to the YouTube page, right here, it says NIA Masjid and Community Center. You can see that we're live now right at the top of the page. You want to make sure you click the word subscribe right here, subscribe right here. And then you want to make sure your notifications are on by clicking this little bell here. So you want to click all or you want to click personalized. It will tell you what events are on. And that way you're always connected and you always know what's going on. So let's go back to the Masjid website really quick. And so I just want to finish up by saying if you are on a mobile website, you might not see this at the top here. Let me just go back to just the beginning. All right, so you might not see these right here, right? You will instead see 3 lines at the top here. When you click those 3 lines, all of the options will be open for you to click on. And then, of course, there is our donate button and our contact button for if you need to contact us. So inshallah, I hope this was super useful. If you have any questions, please visit us on Facebook or Instagram. Just drop a comment or a DM or something if you need help. One of us will definitely get in contact with you and make sure that you're able to navigate everything. So I'm going to pass the mic back over to Brother Ashraf, and he's going to kind of go over what the Ramadan programming will look like and, just a general outline. All right, so
So thank you very much, Sister Sama. That was an amazing, and I think Alhamdulillah they've done an amazing job of really, making our social media a very wonderful platform for you all to have a wonderful month of Ramadan. And so, inshallah, I just want to touch on a couple of things. Some of the events we'll be having in Ramadan. One of the things online is that we'll be having the breaking of the fast with the NIA and the Nasiha and the Adhkar and Dua. So inshallah, that's one of the things we'll be having at 6:45 p.m. And then inshallah at 9:15 p.m. we'll be having the Quranic recitation, which is 1 juz each night. And this is beautiful because it will give everyone an opportunity, especially those brothers and sisters who want to be able to complete the Quran in during the month of Ramadan. You will have, you'll be able to follow along 1 juz at a time. Maybe it will motivate you and inspire you, inshallah, to recite the entire Quran. So this is one thing, as you can see. You can join us, and because one of the things right now, one of the experience we love in Ramadan is the ability to break fast together. So inshallah, we think this will be a wonderful experience for us to break fast together through this the event that we have here, as you see. Also, some of the weekly event we have at 1 p.m. every day on Fridays, inshallah, we'll be having the Juma Nasiha, and on Sundays at 3 p.m. we'll be having the kids story time. So everything is right up there. And there'll be a lot more events. We have a lot more events planned during the month, so please make sure you stay tuned. We also have an amazing list of guest speakers, some wonderful guest speakers that will be very inspirational and motivational, because during this month of Ramadan, inshallah, once we enter it, we really have to be on top of our game. And many times, we need that little inspiration from others, those little reminders. And so, inshallah, we've really tapped into some wonderful resources, not only from within our community, from also outside the community. So, inshallah, I think that will be a great experience. So, just before I get shaken out back, I want to announce also that in terms of the health tips, one of the challenges we have, there's many brothers and sisters I know are very sick. And so it's very important that please, if you know you're not well, please make sure you take a high dose of vitamin C, at least like 1,500 milligrams twice a day, a minimum, right? To make sure you take some vitamin C, be on zinc, right? Make sure you all have some Tylenol at home. What I'm realizing is that many brothers and sisters, many families are waiting until the virus comes to their home to make preparation. All of us should have that preparation ready, expecting that it will happen. If it doesn't happen, alhamdulillah. If it does, at least you'll be prepared. But everyone who's not well should be on a high dose of vitamin C twice a day, and also on zinc. Also, I encourage all of our brothers and sisters, as the month begins, when we're fasting, our immune system might be a little on the weak side. We should try it. All of us should be taking supplements to boost our immune system. Don't say, well, I'm okay, I'm inside. No. Please make sure that you take some vitamins, some vitamin C morning. Well, if you're not able to take it in the morning with the suhoor, then at iftar, once you finish dinner, take at least 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C minimum. You can go higher. You can go up to 4,000 or 5,000 milligrams of vitamin C, which would really boost your immune system along with zinc. So this is just a kind reminder. Also, in the evening after you finish, breaking your fast, your dinner, do some form of exercising, to get your blood flowing and get, try to get in that activity, because we don't want to just, sit down and roll over. We want to make sure that we keep ourselves active. So this is just a little health, reminder for us to be very mindful of in the wonderful month of Ramadan amidst this coronavirus. So now, let's get some inspiration and get some advices from our beloved Imam. I know many of us, we're really excited to see Sheikh Dawood at the Masjid, but we can't now. So inshallah, the next best thing, he will join us now to talk a little about gaining the benefits of Ramadan and creating a spiritual environment at home, and how we can pray our Salatul Taraweeh and Tahajjud at home and still gain that wonderful experience. And also, he will also touch on, our fasting that will start on Fridays, inshallah. So, over to Sheikh Dawood.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على خاتم الأنبياء والسيد المرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. اللهم لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم، وتوب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي وبعد. We have almost ended in the month of Ramadan, and we pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make this Ramadan a blessed Ramadan for all of us and for all the believers. This year, the NIA will be following the positions of the local Muslim leadership councils in declaring Ramadan, and establishing Ramadan. And so Friday will be our first day of fasting, and Thursday night would be the first night for Taraweeh prayer. The Muslims, for us, after much discussion, we have decided this year to go along with the Tri-State Imams Council and follow the local councils, Muslim leadership councils. This is primarily the Tri-State Imams Council, for which I am a member of that council, and they have determined that Friday would be the day, and so we will go with them. Also, we have like the Fixed Council of North America and the AMJA, the Assembly of Muslim Jurists of America. They all agree on this, and there are some great scholars that are part of these various councils. One of our fundamental reasons in this is that due to the exceptional circumstances in which we are faced with at this time, we are indeed in exceptional circumstances, circumstances that we have never faced before. We as Muslims, we have never been faced, maybe others, but we in our lifetime has never been faced with a situation like this, where the Muslims are confined to their homes. They cannot go out. They're confined to their homes. So the masajid are all closed. There's no gathering at the masjid. It's not permitted to gather in the masjid and have jama'ah, because the masjid is for jama'ah. We cannot have a live jama'ah. I've never experienced this before, and I'm certain most of you have never experienced this before, because of this necessity for social distancing, because of the spread of this deadly virus that has taken the lives of so many people across the world, and in particular, our country and our state, and even our own city. And so this is the first and fundamental principle that we considered, the exceptional circumstances in which we are. The second point that we considered also was the need for unity at this difficult time. Division is a luxury that I do not believe that we can afford at this time. With the amount of challenges that we face, many of our brothers, as Brother Ashraf pointed before, many of our brothers and sisters and family members, many of them that we know personally and very well, they're either sick in hospital or at home, or quarantine at home, or they are dying in the ICU and with the ventilators, or they have died alone with no family member being able to be there. This is a heavy burden for the Muslim community to carry. It is a heavy burden for us to carry. And so we should let Ramadan be a month of solace. Let be a month of healing. Let us put our differences aside. And I know that every year, the beginning of Ramadan and end of Ramadan is one of the areas of dispute among the Muslim community. And so we have these differences. I pray that this year we can all come together in the context of our Sharia, of Islamic rulings and fiqh, and adopt one position and try to fast together and make this fast easy for us. The third consideration that we had in arriving at this decision was making it easy, taysir. Taysir is one of the fundamental principles of Islamic fiqh, of Islamic law, that in times of challenge and difficulty, you should make things easy. You should make things easy in times of, especially when things are really difficult. You make it easy. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this deen has made it very easy for us. Whenever there's a challenge, Allah said, we'll do it this way. Even to the ibadat, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whenever it will be a challenge for people and difficulty for people, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make taysir. So when you're traveling, and because of the rigors of travel and journey, you can shorten your prayer. You can shorten your prayer and perform two rakats for the 4 rakat. Instead of 4, you make 2. And you can even join them together and make Dhuhr and As at the same time of Dhuhr or at the time of As, and Maghrib and Isha at the time of Maghrib or Isha. You can do this and bring the forward salah or delay the salah to the other time in those challenging times because you're journeying and so on, the unexpected things you find in journey. So Islam makes taysir for this, and even when you're sick and on medication and so on, and so you're not able to perform your salah in the proper manner, you can perform it sitting down or laying down or so. So even in the ibadat, Allah subhanahu make taysir. And no one can deny that we are in troubling times. No one can deny that we are in troubling times. We are difficult. In strange waters we are wading through at this time. Just is a heavy heart for myself, and I'm certain for all of the Muslims, that there's no community fast breaking, something that we look forward to with joy and expectation, that we should have community fast breaking, coming together and meeting each other at the time of breaking fast and enjoying those moments together. We're not going to be able to do that this year. We're not going to be able to have community night prayer, so we gather together and have the Jama'ah prayer in the night. We're not able to do that in the masjid. We're not going to have the community lectures, the beautiful lectures that we have in the masjid. We have to go online to get some of those lectures now. Our listen to Quranic recitations, beautiful recitations and so on like that. We're not able to do this collectively in the masjid. So this is really heart-wrenching for myself, because I've never experienced it before, and I'm certain that most of you have never experienced this before. And so we need to create our own understanding and try to arrive at something that's going to bring solace and closure to us, because of what we might be losing in terms of the collective spirit that Ramadan brings to the community in fasting. And so we should not let this sadness of this year cause us to fall into dispute and despair, but we should seek every opportunity to gain the most benefit we can from this blessed month of Ramadan. Ramadan indeed is a special month. It comes only once a year. And once it's gone, it's gone. It comes, it starts, and we know how fast it runs. And before you know it, Ramadan comes to an end. So rather than disputing with each other and arguing with each other and going on who this and that, let us focus on maximizing the benefits that we can gain from this special month. This month, which is a month of revelation. It is the month in which revelation came to humanity. It is the month in which the Quran came down. The month of the Quran, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, is the month of fasting, special ibadah that Allah has created for the believers. He said, Kutiba alaykum as-siyam, kama kutiba ala alladhina min qablikum. Fasting is prescribed on you as it was prescribed on those believers before you. And so fasting is a special ibadah. All the other special ibadah that we do during this month, it is a month of great blessing, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala locked the shaitan up in Ramadan. So Ramadan still, not because that we are not at the masjid that the shaitan is not locked up. No, the masjid is, we are not at the masjid, but the shayateen is still put in chains. Those shayateen that gives us a challenge and a difficulty to worship Allah in the best manner, they are still locked up, and therefore we have an opportunity to deal with our nafs and try to worship Allah in the best manner. Making istighfar and seeking forgiveness for Ramadan is indeed a month of forgiveness. So despite our difficulty and challenge, let us not become lax during this month of Ramadan. Let us not be negligent, but see how we can, in the best possible way, create a spiritual and masjid environment in our homes, because this is what is required of us now, to create that spiritual environment or masjid environment in our homes, so that we will be able to complete Ramadan in our home and gain the same benefit as though we were in the masjid. So we need to create that environment in the home so we can gain that benefit. So we need to establish our daily prayers. We should have the daily prayers in our home, and we call the adhan. Call the adhan loud in your home, and get the family together and perform your salah. Try to do your suhoor and iftar together as a family, collectively. You can tune in to the short talks and so on that is going to be on before the fast breaking, so you still get that spirit. It boosts your spirit, and then you have fast breaking together in your home with your family. This is still recreating that in your small setting of your family at home. You can do this. One of the challenges that that has been raised, and many people has been calling me about it also, is the Taraweeh prayer. As one brother asked me, how are we going to pray Taraweeh this month of Ramadan, in Ramadan? How are we going to do it? And his concern was that, he doesn't know much surahs. He only know a few surahs, so how he's going to make Taraweeh prayers? As we mentioned at the beginning, that the fundamental principle in this difficult time is taysir. is taysir. Taysir means making it easy on ourselves, as Rasulullah enjoined on us. Yassiru wala tu'assiru. Right? You should make deen easy and don't make it difficult. Make it easy and do not make it difficult. I know there are a lot of fatwa that is there concerning the Tarawih prayers. And you should make your prayer, the recitation. If you do not know the whole Quran, you recite from whatever you know of the Quran. Ma tayassara min al-Quran. Whatever makes it easy, whatever you know easily. So the question was asked by someone if we can hold the mushaf and recite and read from it while making the prayer. For the Taraweeh prayer and Nawafil prayers, you can do that. For Fard prayers, no. For the Fard prayers, you recite whatever surah. If you know only Surah Ikhlas, then recite Surah Ikhlas. All right, for the Fard prayers. But for the Sunnah Nawafil prayers and Taraweeh prayer is Sunnah Mu'akkada prayer, and just like the Tahajjud prayer. And so these prayers, some scholars told us, some of the scholars, and this is a position of some of the scholars, that you can hold the Mus'haf and read from it and make the prayer. Right? This is one of the position of the scholars, and so you can observe this if you feel that strongly to hold the Quran, but it is not a requirement. So you do not have to hold Quran and recite it to make your Taraweeh prayer. If you know from Alam Tara, you can read Alam Tara Kaifa Fa'ala Rabbuka bi Ashab al-Fil. If you know surah from Alam Tara, you can recite that's 10 surahs. And if you only know 3 surahs or 4 surahs, you can also recite those 4 surahs. So don't make it difficult for yourself because those who do not know to read Arabic and they only know the few surahs that they memorize to perform their regular salah, you can use those surahs, regular surahs that you make for your regular salah, and you can repeat them over, and you can recite these surahs over and over and over again, and this is no problem. This is acceptable. There is nothing wrong in doing so. So if you do not know to read Arabic, then as one person was asking, can I read English? I says no, because in the salah you're making salah, and salah should be done in the Arabic language, because the Quran is not in English. The Quran is not in English. What we read in English is the meanings or translations of Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Inna anzalnahu Qur'anan Arabiyan. Verily we send it down as an Arabic Quran or Arabic recitation. So the Quran is in Arabic. It is not in any other language. But what we have in other languages are the meanings. And so it's important for us to read those meanings. During Ramadan, we can utilize the time since we do not know the Arabic language. So those of us who don't know it should devote some of your time to reading the meanings of whatever of the Quran and try to cover it as much as possible. There are a lot of beautiful translations that exist that you can utilize and read from them. So you can also read from this. But for this Tarawih prayer itself, which consists of 8 rakats of prayer that you do after Salat al-Isha, or if you want to delay that, you can delay it and make it a tahajjud prayer after you take a rest and you get up early in the night before suhoor, and you can make the tahajjud prayer. This is okay also, because this is also the night prayer. In the night prayer, we can do this. So, and you recite whatever you can of the Quran. You perform 2 and 2 and in 2 rakats at a time, and then you make your witr. If you know you're going to get up and make your salah late, then you make your witr. Otherwise, you should make your witr before you go to sleep if you're not going to get up until suhoor time. So make sure you perform your tarawih and you can, as I said, you can rotate it among yourself. If somebody knows 4 surahs, somebody else knows 4 different surahs, you can rotate it among yourselves and taking turns and being imam in leading the salah. Even the young ones, as long as they're baligh, as long as they can recite properly, and 11, 12 years old, and they can recite properly, you can let them lead the salah also. If they memorize more surahs than you, then you can let them recite the surah also in leading. So the idea is that you should try to have established the Taraweeh prayer in your house. And then you should do also other recitation in Quran during the day in English and what have you. You should have gathering among the family where you can learn du'as or all the other things that is going to make your home feel like a masjid. Make your home feel like a masjid. Bring that spirituality, a masjid feeling to your home. And I'm certain if we're able to do this, we can really enjoy this month of Ramadan and we begin to gain the benefits and blessings from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive all of us and bless us and make this Ramadan a successful Ramadan, inshallah. Brother Ashraf, you can now bring us some closing remarks. Ashraf? Brother Ashraf? Brother Ashraf, are you with us?
So, alhamdulillah,
Yes.
it was very, it's always so wonderful to hear our beloved Sheikh. Alhamdulillah, I'm sure many of our members and many of you out there have been waiting for an opportunity to hear some life nasiha from Imam Sheikh Dawood. So, inshallah, just before we get Sheikh to make a dua for all the brothers and sisters who are not well, inshallah, and also for those that have passed. I just wanted to remind everyone again, please make sure that you explore our website, the social media, also the platform that we have set up to create a wonderful Ramadan experience at home. Inshallah, these are different times, unprecedented. So inshallah, it called for some very innovative work from our great team here at the NIA Imagine Community Center. So please make sure, again, Thursday night, we'll start the Quranic recitation again at 9:15, the Quranic recitation Thursday night. And then please make sure you remember to join us at 6:45 on Friday for the fast breaking experience. We'll start at 6:45. There's going to be some nasiha, and then inshallah some athkar, because as you know, it's very important to recite the athkar in the morning after Salat al-Fajr, and then in the evening just before Salat al-Maghrib. So you have that experience, and then there'll be a moment for everyone to make their du'as and supplications and so on, and then inshallah we'll break fast at the appropriate time. So inshallah, this is just a reminder. Also, please make sure, don't forget that we have an amazing Corona social service task force that is here to support all of you. So if any of our brothers and sisters have any type of challenges, any support that you need, please make sure you call our masjid at 973-482-8996, or you can call me, Ashraf, at 973-417-6871. The goal is that, inshallah, as a community, we want to be there for one another. This is unprecedented times, and it needs all of us. All of us are hurting, but together, inshallah, if we support one another, inshallah, we'll be able to get through this. So again, thank you so much for joining our program this evening, and inshallah, I will ask Sheikh Dawood to make a dua for all of us and for those brothers and sisters who are not well, and for those who have gone ahead of us in this pandemic, inshallah. Sheikh.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم اغفر لحينا وميتنا وشاهدنا وغائبنا وصغيرنا وكبيرنا وذكرنا وأنثانا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we ask that you will bless all the believers that in over the world and wherever they are, bless them, and that you will bless all of us. Allahumma tashafi wa la shifa illa shifa. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are the healer, and there is none who can heal but you. Fashfina, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, heal us, shafa'atan ajilatan wa ajila, as healing that is present and that is going to be fulfilling and complete for us. And we pray that you would bless all the believers with patience. O Allah, as we go through this time of difficulty and challenge, we ask that you bring sakina to our hearts. We ask that you would make the believers comfortable in understanding that this is a test and that we should go through this test and benefit from the test, as Rasulullah tells us, try to gain the benefits of when we are tested. And indeed we are tested with our loved ones who are sick. So many from among us are sick, from among our loved ones, from our brothers and our sisters who are sick. Either they're in quarantine at their homes, or they're in ICU, or they're very sick in the hospital. Whatever the circumstance, you know them. And we ask that you would ease their situation and that you grant them a speedy and complete recovery. And there are those from among our brothers and sisters who you have chosen to take from among us during this pandemic. Many of our loved ones and our brothers, or their brothers and our sisters, that you have taken to yourself during this, because from you we came and to you we return. And so you have chosen to take these blessed souls from among us. We ask that you would envelop them all in your mercy and your forgiveness. We ask that you will make their graves spacious and full of light. We ask that you will raise them up among the righteous ones, and that you will elevate them to the Jannat al-Firdaus, ma'a nabiyyin wa siddiqeen wa shuhada wa salihin. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us all. And those of us who you have kept healthy, we ask that you will continue to keep us healthy, keep us strong, and safeguard and protect us. And that you would bless all the believers. We ask that you would bless our country, you would bless our city, that you would bless all those who turn to you, and that you will have mercy on us and guide us. We seek your mercy, and we ask you to bless our community and help us to continue to do what we are doing for the benefit of the believers. Guide us and protect us. Subhanakallah bihamdik, nashhadu wa la ilaha illa ant, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Wa sallallahu wa sallam ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. So we got assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Amen. 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 So inshallah, jazakumullah khair. Please make sure that inshallah we look forward to seeing you online. So once again, thank you so much. Subhanakallah wa hamdik. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.